A little back history, February 6th, we got in a female red-tailed hawk from Kansas City Animal Control, and or actually Animal Welfare and Public Safety. Chris here brought her in, and she had flown through a gentleman's window and had become injured in flying through the window. She had lacerations on her legs, and she broke quite a few of her feathers. She broke tail feathers and primary feathers, which would mean she would not be able to fly and hunt for food. So in the process of rehabilitating her, we took care of the lacerations on her legs, which were no problem. She healed up really great, but we were in the dilemma of how can she fly? She can fly a little bit, but she's never going to be able to hunt for food, which means she won't survive on her own. We could wait a few months at least until the feathers grew out and then grew back in. Now we're talking probably 6-7 months or so. Or we could do what's called imping. And I have to give credit to my staff. They did a fantastic job. Imping is when you take feathers from another red tail and you actually attach them kind of like a prosthetic feather to this red tail. 10 of her tail feathers are now red, and because she's a young bird, so they're actually brown. So now she has 10 red feathers of an adult and a few of her brown ones, and her primary feathers, some of those were also imped. And what will happen is when she naturally molts, those feathers will fall out, the prosthetic feathers, and her new feathers will grow in, and she will be just fine with all brand new feathers. But instead of waiting 6-7 months, we can wait 2 weeks. So that's a really great time, and a bird that can be very high stress, you want to get them out of rehab, back into the wild, back into their native area so they can survive and do what red tails do.
Hey.
There we go.
She flies much better when you put her tail back on her.
Yeah.